Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Miami Heat, Josh Christopher speaks out on crashing with two fans during NBA Summer League game. The Miami Heat have been making waves in Summer League this year, especially after they got a huge win against the Golden State Warriors. Meanwhile, rising star Josh Christopher talked about crashing onto a pair of fans while chasing a loose ball against the Dubs. The NBA 2K25 Summer League witnessed an exciting matchup between the Heat and Warriors. The former rallied in the fourth quarter to secure a thrilling 102-99 victory and advance to the championship game. Christopher led the charge for the Heat, scoring 23 points, while Carmelo added 18 points and 5 rebounds. Pelle Larsson contributed 21 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. The game was closely contested, with the Warriors holding a slim lead for most of the game before the Heat surged in the final quarter. The Miami Heat have been making waves in Summer League this year, especially after they got a huge win against the Golden State Warriors. Meanwhile, rising star Josh Christopher talked about crashing onto a pair of fans while chasing a loose ball against the Dubs. The NBA 2K25 Summer League witnessed an exciting matchup between the Heat and Warriors. The former rallied in the fourth quarter to secure a thrilling 102-99 victory and advance to the championship game. Christopher led the charge for the Heat, scoring 23 points, while Carmelo added 18 points and 5 rebounds. Pelle Larsson contributed 21 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. The game was closely contested, with the Warriors holding a slim lead for most of the game before the Heat surged in the final quarter. After the game, Christopher spoke to reporters about an incident that happened when he crashed onto two fans on the side while chasing a loose ball. In a video shared by Clutch Points on X, the emerging Heat star wished the pair was okay. Just recently, Christopher emerged as the MVP of the 2024 Summer League, leading the Heat to the championship. This development came as Miami overcame the Memphis Grizzlies in the finals. With Christopher standing tall in Summer League, it's refreshing to see how he still thought of the fans during that incident. If all goes well, the young star can earn more opportunities to shine when the new NBA season starts. 2 ways the Heat need Jimmy Butler to improve to earn his next big contract. If Jimmy Butler wants to receive his last big contract, he needs to make himself present in the Miami Heat's offense. The Heat had one of the lowest offensive ratings for a playoff team, 113, and that is partly due to Butler's passiveness in the regular season. Come playoff time it's a different story, but the league is blossoming with so much talent that at this point Butler is doing a disservice to the team by taking regular season nights off. There are no more easy games or scheduled wins. Butler's base stats noticeably declined last season. He averaged his lowest points per game, 20, and assists per game, 5, since joining the Heat in 2019. Additionally, it's his second lowest season for field goals attempted since his rookie year, 13.2. This decline might be more acceptable if he were getting to the free throw line more often, but his free throw attempts also hit a low, 7.7. Regular box score stats don't tell the full story for Butler though, as he usually stands out in the advanced stats. This is why he's been a consistent All-NBA caliber player. But last season was different. Butler's usage rate, 24.0, was the lowest it's ever been since he's been in a Heat uniform. His assist percentage has dropped significantly to 23.1%, a 5% decrease from his previous low of 28.1% in his first season with the Heat. Additionally, his box plus-minus, 4.6, was also the lowest since his first season with the team. Here are 2 specific areas where Butler needs to improve next season so that he can return to All-NBA status and get paid like it. Carmelo Anthony breaks down how he almost teamed up with LeBron James before Miami Heat formed Big Three. According to Carmelo Anthony, he nearly joined forces with one of the better players in the league at the time in LeBron James, before James decided to team up with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade on the Miami Heat. Carmelo reveals how he and LeBron almost teamed up in Chicago before the Miami Big Three formed. Before the Big Three, the Miami Big Three, it was talks about me and Bron cause we were out of me, him and D Wade, Anthony said. It was me and him close, and then it was me and D Wade close. And then Bron and D Wade was close. But we never was all three locked in until we started going and getting, you know what I mean? And then we had experiences playing on the World Championship team, and I think that's when it kinda really started to blossom. And I think it was because we lost together. We felt the same pain. We felt the same sentiment, so that brought us, all three, together. With Bron it was always like, yo, we gotta make it happen. Some way, somehow, the opportunity comes, let's make it happen. We just never knew where. You goin' to New York? I ain't goin' to Cleveland. You comin' to Denver? Then the conversation got serious after 06, 07, 08. It was supposed to be Bosh and Wade and then me and Bron goin' somewhere. We just couldn't find out where. We wanted it to be New York, you know what I'm saying? Or Chicago was in the fold. If we gon' find a place then let it be, go to Chicago, you know? I'm in Denver. You're in Cleveland. Free agency hit, let's try to make it work. For much of the time that Wade, Bosh and James spent playing alongside each other on the Heat, Anthony played for the New York Knicks and led the team to modest success. Anthony became a Knick midway through the 2010-11 campaign and helped New York make the playoffs in 2011, which marked the squad's first playoff appearance since the year 2004. New York qualified for the playoffs for 3 years in a row from 2011 to 2013 with Anthony on the roster, and arguably his best season as a Knick came during the 2012-13 campaign. In 67 games played during the regular season, he averaged a league-high 28.7 points per game while shooting 44.9% from the field and 37.9% from three-point range. On top of that, Anthony averaged 6.9 rebounds and 2.6 assists per contest during his second full season with the Knicks. Anthony ended up finishing third in that year's MVP voting behind only James and Kevin Durant after he helped New York pick up 54 regular season wins and secure the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. But Anthony's Knicks later went on to lose to the Indiana Pacers in the second round of the 2013 NBA playoffs, while James, Wade and Bosh won that year's title after eliminating the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. Miami's Big Three won 2 titles and appeared in 4 NBA Finals during its time together. On the other hand, Anthony never led New York past the second round of the playoffs in any of his seasons with the Knicks. It's unfortunate that NBA fans never had a chance to find out what a Bulls team led by Anthony and James would have accomplished, but it's hard to imagine that the duo wouldn't have been successful. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Carmelo Anthony? Leave your opinion in the comments.